Hello everyone and welcome back to the Iraqi Dinar News channel. Today we're talking about something that could change your financial life forever, especially if you're holding Iraqi dinar or Vietnamese dong. Picture this. What if the revaluation happened tomorrow morning? Are you ready? Or will you miss your chance because of a few avoidable mistakes? This video is not just another update, it's your survival guide. We're revealing the 7 critical mistakes that many people make when it's finally time to exchange their currencies. These aren't small slip-ups. They're the kind of mistakes that can cost you thousands or even millions of dollars. Most people don't find out until it's too late. You're not going to be one of them. So I strongly encourage you to stay with me until the end, because mistake 7 is the one that wipes out people's futures in a heart. Let's dive deep into what you must avoid so you can walk into your exchange center confident, prepared, and ready to claim what's yours in 2025. Waiting until the last minute. The first and most common mistake is waiting until the last minute to get your materials and documents ready. Don't assume you'll have days or even hours to gather things once the RV is announced. Appointments could fill up fast within hours. If you're still looking for your passport or proof of purchase when the redemption window opens, you might get locked out. You need to have everything organized before the big announcement happens. That means your valid identification, receipts that prove you legally bought your dinar or dong, and a detailed inventory of every note you own. Don't rely on memory. Write down the denomination, quantity, and serial numbers for every bill. Make 2 copies, one digital and one printed. Put everything in a folder and keep it safe, but easy to access. Think of it like packing for a trip. You wouldn't pack your bags after you board the plane, right? Prepare ahead. The people who treat this like a business transaction, not a lottery, will be the ones who walk away with the best results. Jumping on the first offer. Another huge mistake people make is rushing into the first offer they get without fully understanding all their options. When the pay happens, you might see multiple exchange options available. Public banks, private redemption centers, and even private groups offering structured payout plans. Each of these could offer very different rates and rules. Some might give you higher returns, but with strings attached like non-disclosure agreements, legal contracts, or tiered payouts over time. If you rush into something without reading the fine print, you could end up losing more than you gain. Take the time now to study and compare the options. What's the difference between a public bank and a redemption center? Will you need to sign an NDA? What happens if you change your mind after you exchange? These are all questions you must know the answers to before the moment comes. Once you hand over your currency, there's no going back. So don't fall into the trap of rushing in blind. Knowledge now could be worth millions later. Ignoring tax consequences. Here's a mistake that can sneak up on even the smartest investors. Not planning for taxes. The RV is not a magic event where you get tax-free money. Depending on your country, the amount you make from the exchange could be classified as a capital gain or in some cases even ordinary income. That means the government may want a big slice of your new wealth, sometimes 30% or more, and if you deposit your money into a regular bank account without a plan, the IRS or tax authorities will take notice fast. You don't want to be surprised with a massive tax bill that wipes out your gains. That's why it's so important to meet with a CPA or tax attorney before the revaluation occurs. These professionals can help you form a tax plan, possibly using trusts, charitable donations, or other strategies to reduce your liabilities. Taxes aren't just about paperwork, they're about smart planning. Don't wait until you're rich to ask tax questions. Start preparing now while you still have time to move wisely. 4. Currency handling. You wouldn't hand someone a ripped $100 0-cent bill and expect it to be accepted, right? The same goes for dinar and dong. A major mistake many investors make is not properly protecting their currency. Banks and redemption centers will only accept bills that are in excellent condition. If your notes are ripped, stained, folded, or laminated, they could be rejected. Yes, even lamination is a problem. It destroys the security features built into the bills. You might think you're protecting your notes, but you're actually disqualifying them. Always store your currency in protective plastic sleeves, never folded, taped, stapled, or written on. Keep them in a climate-safe location, no moisture, no heat, no sunlight. If you're unsure about the authenticity of your currency, get it verified by a certified dealer. Make it a habit to check every few months that your currency is still safe and untouched. You've waited years for this opportunity. Don't let damaged currency take it all away in seconds. Handle your investment like it's gold, because for many it will be. Oversharing after exchange. After the RV happens and people receive large payouts, the first instinct is to celebrate and often overshare. That's a dangerous move. If you go on Facebook or WhatsApp and tell the world you just made 6 or 7 figures, you're inviting trouble. Not only could you become a target for scammers and criminals, but if you've signed a non-disclosure agreement during your exchange, talking could legally void your deal. Redemption centers take these agreements very seriously. They can freeze your funds or blacklist you from future redemptions if you violate the terms. And sometimes all it takes is one careless message or comment to break the rules. So don't post, don't brag, and don't even tell extended family unless you absolutely trust them. Think of your RV journey like a secret mission. Keep quiet, only speak with your legal and financial advisors. This is about protecting your freedom and future, not just your money. One slip up online can undo everything you've worked for. Be smart. Silence is your shield in the post-RV world. No wealth plan in place. Let's talk about what happens after you get the money. It's easy to assume you'll be fine once you're wealthy, but many people go broke within a year after a big windfall. That's because they had no plan. Without a clear financial strategy, it's tempting to blow money on cars, vacations, luxury homes, and before you know it, the fortune is gone. Don't let that be your story. Sit down now and create a written plan. List your financial goals, decide which debts you'll pay off, choose where you'll invest, what assets you'll buy, and how you'll generate income for the long term. Talk to a financial planner, a CPA, and a lawyer. These professionals can help you build a system that supports your goals. Also, prepare for the emotional side. Friends or relatives asking for money, you'll need a firm strategy and clear boundaries. If you go in blind, you'll be pulled in 10 directions, but with a plan, you'll stay focused and secure your future. Don't make your dream come true, only to lose it all a few months later. Trusting the wrong people. One of the most heartbreaking mistakes is trusting the wrong people. When word spreads about the revaluation, scammers will come out of nowhere. Some will pretend to be insiders with secret exchange rates. Others may offer to exchange your currency for you or ask for your wallet information. These are red flags. Never hand over your dinar or dong to someone who hasn't been fully verified through professional channels. Real banks won't call you randomly. Redemption centers will not send messages on social media. If someone approaches you with urgency or a limited time offer, walk away. Protect your investment. Make sure you're dealing with official institutions. Never meet strangers in person to do an exchange. Keep your documents locked. Don't trust people just because they sound confident. Scammers are good at what they do. That's why you need to be better, smarter, calmer, and always alert. One bad decision can undo years of preparation. Protect your notes like they're your future, because they are. When the money starts flowing, don't let greed or panic cloud your judgment. Weak banking strategy. The last thing most people think about, but one of the most important, is your banking setup. You can't just walk into any bank and deposit a few $1,000,000. Large deposits often trigger alerts, flags, or delays. You could even find your account frozen for suspicious activity. That's why you need to plan your banking in advance. Talk to a banker and ask about private banking services. You may need to open new accounts, check wire limits, set up security protocols, or even look into trust-based banking. Ask about fraud protection and how to avoid holds on your funds. Make sure the bank you choose is ready to handle high net worth clients. If your banking is not prepared, your funds might be delayed, or worse, put on hold. This is something most people ignore until it's too late. Don't be that person. A strong banking strategy could mean the difference between instant access and weeks of waiting. Build your financial foundation before the RV, not after. Conclusion plus mindset warning. Let's talk mindset, because wealth is not just about numbers. It's also about how you think. If you enter this new chapter with the same habits and beliefs from your old life, your fortune won't last. The biggest mistake of all is treating this moment like a lottery win. It's not. It's a chance to rebuild your entire life with wisdom, patience, and structure. Educate yourself on money management. Learn about asset protection, inflation, and smart investments. Build systems, not spending habits. Don't panic, don't rush, and never make emotional decisions when the stakes are high. You've waited for years. A few more days of calm planning won't hurt. You got one shot to get this right. Make it count, stay organized, stay informed, and stay focused on the long-term picture. This revaluation may only happen once, so prepare not just your bank account, but your mindset. You're not just holding dinar or dong, you're holding your future. Treat it that way. Subscribe to the channel now. We've got more critical updates coming soon.